Farms, and I'm Johnny. And I am this video here is about an 8-day hunt that I did with a muzzleloader. So it's after the fact. I've done the hunt. Had to record some kind of an intro for it and an ending and stuff like that. So anyway, mostly it is snippets of what happened for 8 days and the conclusion to that. I am standing right in the middle of one of my hunting areas here. I am back down on the lease for a little bit, doing some work, but I just wanted to kind of bring closure, and actually an opening and closure to what I did for 8 days down here. Yeah, it was just a wonderful time of fellowship with other folks in camp. You know, they're very, very good friends. We have a huge area to hunt. We have, I think there was approximately 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 of us hunting on 1,500 acres. So, you know, we've got a large area. I mean, and nobody steps on each other's toes. Nobody even sees each other while we're hunting, ever. So, I hope with the drone footage that you've seen, you realize how vast. And I only went over just a small portion of the property with the drone. So, but anyway, yeah, it was a great week, and follow along to watch the clips of what happened this week. I got out here, and right whenever it started getting light enough to hunt, lightning storm came through. Pour rain coming down the stand. This bar, apparently squirrels have chewed that off. That strap that holds that bar up. So whenever I was coming down, this folded, this ladder stand. I didn't fall, I got down, but the stand needs some work. Anyway, 0 deer seen because I had to basically get out of here way too early. Just too wet this morning. That's okay. We still got a whole week, guys. So, gonna head on back to camp, dry out a little bit, give her a shot again this evening, maybe, if it doesn't rain me out again. Alright folks, this is day 2 of the muzzleloader hunt. It's been raining solid. Raining right now. I've seen 2 deer this morning. One was a little buck and then a little doe. I saw a little doe earlier and then a little buck. And I'm sorry I'm talking so low, but I am still hunting. I'm going to give it about another hour, and then I think the big rain is supposed to move in. Right now it's a light rain. Everything I've got is wet. So we're going to give it a little bit, and we're going to get out of here. Probably won't be hunting this afternoon because the forecast is showing a washout for this evening. So, and then tonight it gets 20s down cold, and tomorrow looks to be sunny, kind of windy, and very cold. So we'll give it a shot again tomorrow if we don't do anything this morning. So anyway. Alright guys, here's the current situation on the deer hunting. It is the second afternoon, and the wind is blowing 20 miles an hour, and it is raining. I mean, it's a heavy mist. It's 42 degrees, and the heavier rain is getting ready to move in here in about 15 minutes. So this is kind of one of our little shelters right here. This is a fire pit that we have. One of the other campers, there's a few campers around in here. Tents, things of that nature. So, but anyway, I am the only one in camp. Everyone else has left because of the rain. I'm going to stick it out, and we will see what happens in the morning. It's supposed to start clearing up. It's going to be very cold and windy in the morning, so we'll see what happens in the morning. So this is disappointing. We've got a large tree down across the oh yeah, big tree down across the road. So I'm gonna have to hoof it in from here, folks. Hoofing it in. Alright folks, this is day 3 of the hunt. I've seen about 7 does this morning. But the real story is Christine, my wife. She got a monster this morning at home in our backyard. So here in a bit, I've got to leave and go help her take care of that deer, and then I'll come back. But anyway, this is day 3 muzzleloader, so stay tuned. It's still happening, folks. Alright, I'm down from the tree. I didn't see any shooter bucks this morning, but we still have several days, folks. So anyway, oh, it was right there this morning. So I'm going to help Christine with her deer now. Alright folks, I have driven home now and just got here, and we're going to go out here and take some pictures of this deer. So the deer, this is what we consider the backyard. It's really just a kind of a dozed out area here behind the house. I got a feeder in it, but there's a bunch of clover and stuff growing out here. Cup, bunch of clover, and actually got a deer stand right there. But anyway, this deer was in the backyard with a doe, tending a doe. And Christine capitalized on it. My goodness. My goodness.
Nice, huh? The 10 point. 6 on one side, 4 on the other.
My goodness. Take all the coats and stuff off of it.
I know, but some people don't. Yeah. I was trying to keep the others off of it. We've had this one, which I think is really cool. That's probably the closest I'm ever going to get to as a drop time.
Wow, look at that.
And he's been rubbing.
What a fantastic deer.
I mean, look at that. That's a mass.
Look at the mass on this deer, folks. Well, that's a good sized deer too.
Yeah, he's mature.
Yep, good, nice, mature, northeast Oklahoma buck. Anyway, let's get this thing taken care of. What do you think?
I'm very happy, very blessed. Protein in the jar and in the freezer.
There you go. All right, let's take care of it. All right, folks. I was driving down this little woods road right here, and I saw something in the brush right down there. So I've got a little lever action 22 Magnum, and I grabbed it out. It was pigs that I saw. So I was able to actually get 2 of them. So I got those 2 pigs right there. They're both sows. They're not very big. So I think I'm going to take them back, and I think I'm going to butcher them out. So I'm going to go get the 4-wheeler so I can come down here and load them up. But, yep, making meat, folks. That's what we do when we're hunting in the fall. We're out here trying to make meat, and this is meat. So Good to go. Pork on the ground right now. All right, folks, it is still day 4. This is the evening hunt. I am headed back to the same stand I was in this morning. I ended up seeing 2 spikes and 6 does from that stand this morning. There's been some big deer coming to it, that area. So fingers crossed. See what happens this evening. Alright guys, here's what happened today. This was day 4. I had four spikes and a 4-point, and I don't even know how many does. Probably 10 or so does. It's after dark. I'm sitting in the cab of my truck and I'm headed back to camp. Tomorrow's another day, so we'll carry on. Good morning. It is day 5, and I am deep in the woods of northeastern Oklahoma. It's been very cold this morning. It was 17 degrees here where I'm at, and it's because of down in these mountains. You get down in these lower areas and stuff like that where our camp is, and that's what it was. It was so cold this morning that my Nissan pickup would not start. It wouldn't even, the battery is sapped the battery. So hopefully I can get that started here after a while, so I can go do something. I've got to go feed the cattle, so that's coming right up. It's been 5 days, and I bet they're out of bales of hay right now. So I've got to go feed the cattle, and then I've got to get my butt back down here because it's time, folks. It's November 1st. So luckily I had alternate mode of travel, but you can imagine what that's like at 17 degrees in the morning. So I saw 9 does this morning, no bucks, no pigs. I have high hopes for this evening. Wind's right for one of my better stands, so I'm going to go to that this evening. Anyway, let's see how all this works out. Okay, folks, this is day 5 in the evening. It's close to 5 o'clock p.m. And deer have been out all afternoon. We've seen many. We saw one good buck at where the cows are today, going to feed cows. So anyway, let's see what happens. All right, it is day 6, and it's Thursday. I've been hunting hard for 6 days now. Some of them were raining, some of them were nice. This is probably the nicest day we've had. It was in the upper 20s this morning whenever I come out here, and it's around 50 now. So anyway, I sat until I just got down let's see what time it was. I sat until 12:05. So I sat till 12 o'clock approximately in the tree. I've seen several bucks today. I've seen lots of chasing. I've seen lots of things. Just haven't seen one that's doing it for me right now. So anyway, won't be able to hunt this afternoon. I've got to go home. I've been here for a while. Need to take a good shower, wash up a bunch of hunting clothes, and I'll be back at it again tomorrow. So far I have gotten, let's see, 10 pigs, 10 feral hogs is what I've gotten so far. But anyway, so let's see what tomorrow brings. All right, folks, this is day 7. I passed up a really nice 10-pointer right there just about 8:30 this morning. About 3.5-year-old deer. I'm going to go get a stand and move a stand right now to a different spot. And try to hunt again this afternoon. So, day 7 morning hunt coming to a close. Get ready for the afternoon hunt. Saw 3 bucks and 2 does this morning. Anyway, good morning. Alright guys, I went to another part of the lease and got this stand that I had, and that's the reason I did is because I need a stand here for a south wind, and this is a south wind. The wind is blowing right in my face, and the deer come through this clearing right here. So I needed something I could set up. Alright, I got it up. It's not where I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be over here so I could get a right-handed shot right down through there. But if you put it up there, that limb is right there at your back. I'd have to cut that off with a chainsaw completely off. If you put it up here, that big huge knot is in your back. And what I may do is I may cut that off with a chainsaw so I can put it right there in the future. I'll have to work on this spot right here in order to make it work. But that may be a winter project for me. So what I did was I moved it around the tree and I put it on this tree in the back here. So it's up here. So I've got it all hooked up. It's all good and sturdy. Got my pull rope here and my bow or my gun right there. So yeah, it's all set. So I expect all my shots to be over here. The wind's out of the south, so it's right for this spot right here. So I'm actually going to hunt it today. I mean, this is no time like the present. I mean, the deer will figure it out at the same time I do, I guess. Alright guys, I've actually made it into the stand that I set up earlier today. I'm trying to be pretty quiet. So I am up in it right now. Expect the deer to come from that direction. So anyway, let's see what happens. Alright folks, I wanted to get it on video, but I didn't. I was able to take a deer on the 8th day of our 9-day muzzleloader season. So I've got a buck right over there on the ground. Fell in his tracks, didn't go anywhere, didn't suffer. And yeah, it's been a tough season. Been a real tough season this year. Rain, cold, now hot. So it's supposed to be 80 degrees. Cooler this morning in the 40s, but still yet it's going to be up in the 80s. I got stung twice yesterday by bees. So anyway, see if you can see him over here. That white belly shining. Alright guys, let's go over here and see what we got. My ladder stand, I've had it here for about 1,000,000 years. So let's go see what we got over here. It came from back that way. See a rack sticking up. point buck. So we got a 10-pointer. Point buck. Now the work began. So, anywho. And I certainly hope you've enjoyed this video, or the parts and pieces and things of this video, as much as I've enjoyed filming it and bringing it to you. And if you liked it, that's good, because more is coming. I have another buck tag, and I have a multitude of doe tags, and also there are pigs everywhere here, folks, everywhere. So anyway, if you like this type of video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll continue to bring more content in the future. And as always, everybody, God bless. Alright folks, I want to show you something. This is a hog's nest. So, yep, they were right here. So, anyway, I've got the trail camera set up. It's right over there.